Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients.
Well, great morning, everybody. Great morning. So excited to be here at the table on Rose Table Talk. This is Elder Rosalind Woodfox. And first, I just want to start by saying Happy New Year to everyone. I'm so excited again that we crossed on over into a new year. And listen, it is going to be a great year. So we have stepped in and crossed over. And like I said, I'm excited to be here at the table once again on Rose Table Talk. We have a wonderful show lined up for you this morning. I just want to send a shout out to our sponsor, Christian Clinic, and they have sponsored us on today. And we have a beautiful young lady that is in the studio. Now, y'all, I've been knowing her for quite some time. We have some history. We go back. As she says, she's a sister from another mister. I really love her spirit. And she has driven down how many hours? 13, 14, 15 hours, all the way from Indiana to be at the table. So I'm feeling kind of special this morning and feeling kind of good to have her here. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into that. But listen, just a few quick announcements that I just want to remind you guys of. I know you might have watched and saw just now, but we are raffling off. Don't forget the raffle, the live drawing is going to be on MLK Day. And we are raffling off your next big event here at the Executive Plaza in the NOLA Skyline Center. It is an absolutely beautiful event room. So listen, whether it's a birthday, a meeting, a retirement party, whatever you want to do, listen, we want you to host it here, but you need to pick up your raffle tickets. You can get them Monday through Friday. The main office is on the second floor located at 10,001 Lake Forest Boulevard. The tickets are just $5 if you just want one, but hey, if you want a little bit more, you can get 3 of them for $10. Your name could go in there. Don't let me get it, because see, don't let my name go in there, because I'm going to have a big throwdown. I missed my 50th. I'm going to do something real big. So I want you to go ahead, be a part and support. All of the proceeds are going to go to support Covenant House, and it is a wonderful way to give back. So listen, go ahead and let somebody know we want you to have your next big event here. So we're going to go ahead and just get into the conversation. I was going to take a break. We're going to just go ahead on Kelly. Shout out to Kelly, DJ Kelly Fresh, that is in the background. She is making it all happen. I'm so glad you guys hung along with us, because normally we are on at 7 a.m. But it wasn't technical difficulty. We had electrical difficulty. But hey, some things happen, electrical. But Kelly got in. I could not help. I couldn't do nothing, but she got in and she got everything together. So DJ Kelly, we just thank God for you behind the scenes making it happen. So like I said, my guest on today has driven down this young lady, beautiful spirit, loves the Lord, on fire, evangelist in her own right, as I like to call her. But it's no other than Jen Wakefield. So Jen, good morning to you.
Good morning, Elder Roz.
I am so glad you're here on today. So Jen is, as we have called her, the wellness advocate. And Jen is also, she's a representative for Young Living. So I am so excited. As you all can see, we got the diffuser going. We got all kinds of products here all over. And I am really excited just what I have learned, the educational piece that she's given to me of literally how you can change your life. I love her slogan. It is changing your life, listen, one drop at a time. So we're talking about essential oils on today, but it's so much more. So I want you to open up your minds. I want you to open up your heart, open up your spirits on today, because the whole purpose is, again, that you can live better and live well. So Jen, for those that are maybe just tuning in and watching, can you even put in what is essential oil? Somebody might not even know. I know at one point I was really, ignorant to it, just not knowing, like, okay, what is essential oils? What is that?
Well, so essential oils, basically, if you're looking at, it's the extract from plants and trees, and it's the high concentration of that. So, for instance, a popular essential oil is lavender, and so from the lavender plant, we extract the oil and its concentration, so you get an essential oil. So that's what an essential oil is. And so some of them come from trees. So we tap the trees and we extract the oil from the trees. There's a couple different processes. You can distill through steam. There's tapping, extracting from the trees. So really, even growing up, my mother's second husband, he used to take showers and baths with rose petals.
Okay.
And I just think that's
Kind of
kinda
weird.
Yeah, Well,
Leave the rose petals alone.
but what it was with the steam and the steam from the shower, it was extracting the essential oils from the rose. And rose essential oil is very, very good for your skin. It helps like rejuvenation of your skin cells, and it's a good moisturizer. So that's to give you a little idea of what an essential oil is. How do we get it? So really, what God created, all these plants, in the Garden of Eden, it wasn't a Walgreens on the corner of Bullitt,
Exactly.
and it was.
But that's true. So when you talk about that and isn't that beautiful? She gave the example of the rose. I just love it. I just love it. So would you say that essential oils it can replace, and I don't want to get too deep into the medical terms. So listen, y'all, don't call the show about, I'm going to put the disclaimer out. So we're putting a disclaimer out there, but this is something to aid, I guess, even with health challenges that you're having, because you brought up a great point as far as essential oils and how it even originated and extract from the tree. Because when you do, biblically, when you go back and look at it, just our ancestors, what did they use? What things did they use to keep their skin hydrated, or whether there's an illness in their body, congestion or aches, arthritis, different things like that. You have to ask yourself, well, what did they use? I mean, yes, I know they applied the word. We're talking about biblical here, but what did they use? I thought was so awesome. Jen was kind of showing me some things, and we were talking, and she has like a gazillion of these small little tubes, a gazillion of them. And I'm just going through like a little kid in a candy store, and I'm picking up this and I'm picking up that. And I saw one that said frankincense, and then she had one that said myrrh, and immediately I thought about baby Jesus. I was like, frankincense. So I'm opening up bottles and I'm smelling it. And I said, isn't that amazing that when Jesus was born, like think about that, they brought essential frankincense and myrrh. But it's amazing. I was like, that was just last night, y'all. I was like,
I tell people, if it was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me.
I thought that was awesome. I said, we have our oils, but so I guess I want to just dig in a little bit about. I hope that you all can see she has so much knowledge, but then she has so many products that are here that you can learn about that on today. So I got my notes, you guys, because I don't want to miss anything. So the first thing is that I want to ask, so what are some of the benefits? So why, if you're just out somewhere, Jen, and you're doing your thing, and I'm walking past you, and you have this beautiful setup, as beautiful as it is, what's the benefits? Why would I want to try essential oils? Why? What benefit is it to me?
So you referenced the display here, and this display is our premium starter kit.
Okay.
It comes with 12 different oils, and it has Ningxia Red, which is a supplement and antioxidant powerhouse. Okay, and it comes with this Desert Mist diffuser.
Beautiful.
So I was very deliberate in what I placed in this diffuser.
Okay.
I use I like to call the cleansing trio, which is thieves essential oil, lemon essential oil, and purification.
Okay.
So I think that one kind of explains it for itself.
It smells so beautiful in here. If I just drift off, so beautiful. It's relaxing.
So
it smells
those
beautiful.
Three, thieves is an immune booster.
Okay.
It helps support your immune system, and it also helps with bacteria, cleaning the air out. Lemon, we all know we have so many uses for lemon. It is also an immune booster, but that's that invigorating smell that you're, sometimes you might be sluggish, and especially as early in the morning, we're trying, coming out here.
Yes.
And so I wanted something to pick me up because, early in the morning, I'm still at home with my baby girl talking about, you want your little chocolate milk,
Yeah.
So, and then purification, with this time of year, the bacteria just out in the air, and people with sniffly and sinuses and all that. So I like to put those three together and put it in the diffuser. And what it does is that it basically releases those oils through the water in vapors, and so that's why you get the good scent. but you get the health benefits of it. So while you're sitting here, you're feeling energized.
Yeah.
Your immune system is getting a boost. It's supporting that.
Okay.
So that's one, for that particular one. Each oil has different benefits.
Okay.
So usually when I'm talking to people, I'm low key analyzing.
Assessing. Yeah, absolutely.
What the
Absolutely.
needs are. When I was taught in ministry a long time ago, we come from the same background.
Yes.
See a need, meet
Meet a need. Yeah, that's
and
it.
so this is why I say changing your life one drop at a time. Because when I see a need, when I see a mom that is just tired and she got the bags under the eyes, I'm like, oh, baby, are you getting any sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, I know you're not getting any sleep. Are the kids waking you up? Okay, so we need to, let's talk to the kids here. What's going on here? So I make rollers, I diffuse it. We have a kids line where the oils are diluted with a carrier oil because children, just anything else. If we talked about medicine, right? So when even at your doses, if you look on any type of medicine, even over the counter, it says for an adult tends to be more higher dosage than for a child, and it's no different with the oils.
Okay,
we're not here to take place, and compete with the medical field. My husband's in the medical field.
Exactly,
he's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
He's
a sponsor. Shout out to James who just prayed with us. Yes, exactly.
Thank you, honey.
So it's safe for kids as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So even just thinking about, so there are health benefits to it. So, okay, let's say I walk up and I'm like, okay, Jen, I got this terrible ache in my back, on my neck, and instead of me, now this is just Elder Roz talking, I'm just making an example, instead of going to go get the Motrin, or I don't know, maybe in a leave, are you saying that maybe I can go to my kit and go to essential oils and go ahead and let that get into the atmosphere to absorb that? That would make a difference, is what you're saying.
That's one of the ways. So there's 3 different ways you can use essential oils.
Okay.
So diffusing, as you see here with the diffuser, through vapors.
Right.
Another way is topically. So you can place it on your wrist, or for instance, when you said, I'm starting to get a little tension, a little muscle soreness here in my back, especially, us women that are well endowed.
Yes.
We have, we get some soreness in our back.
Yes.
And so in the starter kit, you see the blue essential oil down there. It's called Panaway. So you think pain, Panaway.
Yeah.
And so that's a blend of different oils that target that area, that need that you have.
And actually putting it right on that spot.
Yes. So you can you can use the oils directly. What we recommend is you use a carrier oil. And you're like, wait a minute, what? We went from essential oils to carrier oil.
Yeah.
So a carrier oil will be something like coconut oil, or like sometimes I use avocado, jojoba oil. And basically what it is, one, you don't want to end up overusing your essential oils, and a little bit goes a long way. Okay. So you have a little drop of oil and you have a large area that you want to rub. So what you do is that you can look up what the ratio is of what you may have. So you could take a couple of drops of the Panaway, mix it in with some coconut oil, and then rub it on your back.
Okay, so you said 3 ways. So one of them is to diffuse.
Yes.
Another way you can put it right on the location or spot. So what's the third way?
Ingestion. Yes.
Really?
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
Okay, explain that one.
Now you're not taking it like a shot. We're not in a
Explain that one to me. A drop in a explain a little bit.
So we have oils. So if you look at our top section, you see that they're white labels. It's our Vitality line. Okay. It is actually FDA approved for you to be able to ingest it.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
So you would put it in your...
You can put it in, so for
water
instance,
or...
in the morning, so we're going to go a little bit into emotions here in a little bit, but every morning when I wake up, I use the lemon and grapefruit. And that helps detox my liver, and the lemon helps with building up getting your metabolism going. Okay. So I use the Vitality line in the morning. My husband in the morning, we have carrot seed essential oil, and he takes it sublingually. Yes, sublingually. That means right underneath the tongue, because that's where a lot of your nerve endings are, and that's your best point of absorption for that.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't, and then so what you're doing is you're bypassing, going through the bowel system and all that, and it just right into your
I
system.
love it. Okay, y'all.
So-
I hope y'all got y'all pin out. So she said we're gonna get into these emotions. We're gonna
Yes.
deal with that. But I also want Jen to kind of tell us even how she got into it. Her life has changed. She is doing a wonderful work, and I want her to share that testimony of how she even did this. Even for someone that's sitting at home right now, I believe again that this is ministry. So she's gonna talk about that a little bit when we get back. But listen, we're gonna take our first break. But today also the fourth caller, we want to bless you with the raffle ticket. You know, earlier I mentioned that we're raffling off the NOLA Skyline Event Center. So if you are the fourth caller on today, we're actually going to bless you with the raffle ticket so that your name can go in. But call us on today. We want to know if you're using essential oils. How do you use it? Some people use it for emotions, spiritually, physically. Listen, we want you to call in on today. Or if you just have a comment for Jen, or it could be another question. The fourth caller wins. It's 504-294. Help me out, Kelly. You know, it's been since last year.
504-294-5483.
There it is, LIVE. That's why I need Kelly here. So listen, go ahead and call in. The fourth caller wins. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on Rose Table Talk.
You want me to share that now on Facebook?
This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new. You want a new start in your health? I am ready to help you change your life one drop at a time. Wellness advocate Jen Wakefield of Young Living Essential Oils will show you how. Connect with her on IG at Purely Jen Wakefield or text at 504-559-6405.
And we are back at the table on Rose Table Talk. This is Elder Roz. Again, Happy New Year. So excited, all of you that are viewing and watching. Do me a favor if you would go ahead and just like us or share. Tell somebody that Rose Table Talk is going down. This is our first show of the new year, and it is a wonderful show. I am sitting here with my dear friend. She is telling us about essential oils. I have learned some things this morning, so I want you again to let somebody know that it's a way. I love her slogan, changing your life one drop at a time. And before the break, Jim was filling us in on what is an essential oil and some of the benefits. But I really want to, how did you even get into this? Because this is, I know it's changed your life, but you're also in the business. This is your business that you are doing. And your mother, a beautiful, beautiful daughter. Shout out to Jasmine. Beautiful daughter. That's my little niece. Yes, it is. And so it has allowed you to have time at home with your daughter, right? So kind of how did all this come about with Young Living?
Well, I didn't. I actually started using Young Living oils a couple years ago, and it wasn't from the business standpoint.
Okay.
My friend Daisha, she was a nurse at my husband's clinic, and she gifted me Gentle Baby at the baby shower.
Okay.
And I had got some water, put in a spray bottle, and sprayed it on the countertops. And you're thinking on the countertops, like, wait a minute, isn't that where you cook and all? Yes, absolutely. But the beautiful thing about Young Living that I trust is the seed to seal promise, where I can buy any of their products, because we have more than just oils. We have supplements, we have skincare product, we have makeup, we have a lot of
makeup
different products. Yes,
Didn't know
ma'am.
that. Okay. Wow.
Yes, ma'am. And so what I love is that they have a seed to seal promise, which is the company's commitment to not to the consumer that one, they're going to source the products in a very ethical way, number one, and then two, where you don't have to worry about any harsh chemicals in their products.
Okay.
Okay. So it is safe to put it on your countertops. We even have actually thieves cleaner, an entire
we'll
cleaning
talk about
line.
that. Yes.
Where you can put it on your countertop. And again, these are things that you're touching, and we talk about into how we get into our feelings and why are things changing in my body. And I realized, wow, I was really getting bogged down emotionally.
Now this is because
so-
you're a new mom and just kind of adjusting.
New mom, and I've been a free bird for many
Yeah,
years.
right. So now here you are in Indiana,
yes,
away
and
from
I'm a
family,
city girl
and
too. So
correct.
here
She
I
can have
am.
cornfields by her, yeah. The cornfields. The cornfields. That's all I'm gonna say. So
I recommend everybody to look up the town Rensselaer, Indiana, and just Google map it so that you can see how surrounded it is by cornfields. And I've lived in New Orleans for many years.
Right.
Grew up in New York City, and so I'm a city girl at heart.
Right.
And so to be out there, that was a major culture shock for me, being surrounded by nothing but cornfields. And
sorry, I mean to laugh. Sorry.
I was really out of my element.
Right.
And then,
right.
I was a career woman basically my whole adult life. And so then I became a stay-at-home wife to become a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
And just all
Huge
these changes
adjustments,
in life.
yeah.
And so I found myself bogged down emotionally. I was having trouble sleeping. I gained a lot of weight. My face was breaking out. Just a lot of different things that just kept accumulating throughout the years. And so finally, I told just several months ago, I told my husband, and God bless him, he has got the patience of Job, and he's very, very supportive. I can't thank God enough for him.
Yeah.
And so I like to hit the road. Y'all know me. I love to drive. This 13 and a half
Yeah, she
hour
drove
drive,
13 and a half hours to be here.
that's my vacation. And I trained my little Jasmine to be
Right,
the same way.
right.
So she doesn't mind hitting the road with me. But I said, I need to get out of here. I need to just take a ride. And so I drove into Daisha's home. She lives further south in Arkansas. It was about an 8-hour drive.
Okay.
And she, she's familiar into some of the struggles that I was going through.
Right.
And she just had a baby. And so she's got a beautiful family.
Yes.
And when I got there, she had the room already prepared to receive. And we walk in, and she has this is the same exact diffuser going, with what we like to call the knockout.
Mama
trio.
Wait, the knockout, yeah.
And she had peace and calming,
Okay.
lavender, and cedarwood essential oil
Okay.
diffusing in the room. And she already had it diffusing before we got in there. So me and Jasmine slept in that room, and girl, I slept so well.
Really?
That was the best sleep I've had in a long time. And any new mom knows
Yeah.
sleep is something you sacrifice when you become a
Yes,
mama.
yes,
And
yes.
I woke up so just energized. And she said, well, hold on, I got some more stuff for you. So she gave me a Ningxia Red packet.
Right.
Ningxia Red, you're like, I used to actually pronounce it ninja. Because
That's what it looks like.
It looks
Yeah,
like
ninja.
ninja,
Yeah,
right?
right,
And you
right,
feel
right.
like a ninja.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, you feel like a ninja. And so I stayed at her house about a week. It was
Okay.
like my little mini vacay.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And every day she was giving me a Ningxia Red, and throughout her whole house, I felt like I was walking into a live catalog of
And
Young Living. So, but the beauty of it is because you can get intimidated very easily with things that you're not familiar with.
Right. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I was blessed to see how she uses it in her everyday life, whether it's through her laundry soap, her dish soap, lotions that she has that from Young Living. And shampoo. I mean, I felt like I was in a resort.
Right.
And she had diffusers in the bathroom, even hand soap in the bathroom.
And I want to say this too for those that are listening, because last night, because I got to say this, so hold that right, because I really want to just chime in on that. So last night, Jen was at my house and she was kind of mixing some different things up. And I don't know, y'all, my daughter Olivia still sleeps, so I'm hoping she got her good night's sleep. She got the diffusers going, and she was just having some difficulty sleeping. So she's like, Mom, I was sitting on the side of the bed and I fell asleep. She's like, so I'm getting in the bed now. And I'm like, great. Tell me how you slept in the morning. So I cannot wait. She wakes up in the single digits, but we're gonna see. That's normal. So I want to see how she slept. But long story short, Jennifer called Deja from my house on FaceTime. So we're like talking or whatnot, and I kind of asked her, how did you get into it? Deja said that she had at the time I think he was 6 years. No, I don't know, 6 years old at the time. I can't remember the exact age. But her son was not sleeping. Like, he would not sleep, and he wasn't sleeping. And she was like, okay, we need some help. He's not sleeping. And someone told her about the Young Living, and I can't remember which were the oils that she used, but she diffuses. I mean, it had been going on several years that her son was not sleeping. She put this on a diffuser, and he slept for the first time, and she was like, that was it. So I'm like, what?
Exactly.
So yeah, I thought that was amazing just to even, so that's why I was like, sign me up, give me some what, because I like sleep.
Yes,
a good
don't
night's
we
sleep
all?
is something else.
Absolutely.
But Jen, I remember one time you told me you were having some kind of pain or something.
Yes.
And it was an oil that, was it Deja?
Yes. Girl, let me tell you.
Yes.
So while I was staying at her house, I had, of course, now I'm like, okay, there's some things working here, right? So now she's done become like my consultant. Like, okay, I need, I told her, so you're gonna have to invoice me for these therapy sessions I have with her. And so, since I was pregnant, I kept getting these like cramps right above my rib, and actually it was my liver that was cramping up, and it was getting tight, and so I just it's because I'm pregnant or this, that, and the other. And so even after pregnancy I was still having those cramps, and it just, my liver wasn't detoxing the way it should have been. And I went to the doctor, and that was the case. So I just live with it every day. I would just, it was a cramp. It was no different than, going to the bathroom. Oh, it's my normal cramp. It's, I just wrote it off as, it's part of motherhood. This is what happens, your body starts doing different things. And so I was telling Daisha about it. She said, oh, wait a minute. She goes, I've got an oil for that. That's like her line. I've got an oil for that. And so she goes she's got a beautiful display in her house. And she goes and she says, I've got juniper oil. Okay. And so this was, she said, just put a little drop on it before you go to bed. Okay. She goes, Jen, a little drop, one drop, a little bit goes a long way. Okay. Because I'm an extremist, and I like to be excessive and dramatic. So she had to make sure she tamed me, and she said, just one drop and rub it directly over your liver before you go to sleep. So, okay. I'm like, honestly, I thought like.
So at this point, you're like,
no, I'm gonna be real with you. This is what crossed my mind. Like, what in the voodoo is this, right? So I'm like,
stuff,
Lord,
rubbing
I'm
stuff.
praying. I'm like, Lord, I was like, if this is not of you.
Take it away now.
And I'm like, but I trust Daisy, she's a sister in Christ as well. So I'm like, okay, there's that. And so, and then of course you're like, well, if Jesus used oils,
slap it on.
So I was, I got into the, we get so used to being hurt and being in pain that we just accept it as
But it's amazing because that's what you just said. I just thought it was motherhood, body change, I'm going to live with it. But no.
So I realized you don't have to live with pain. You don't have to live with discomfort. You don't have to live with unresolved emotions and things that are bottled up. So funny thing is, she was explaining to me what's going on and possibly why my liver, that particular organ, was acting a fool.
Really?
And she said, you know that the emotion of anger is harbored in your liver.
Huh. Okay. Pull up
And
a
I
chair
said,
like, oh, give
"Look,
me a couch.
yes."
What?
And so now here's the thing: if I'm angry, you're gonna know it. Now, through the grace of God, being saved, I could tame it
Yeah.
pretty well. But it does not mean that
It's
the emotion is not
internalizing
there.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I realized that
Wow.
I didn't, I don't just get angry right off the bat. What it is I have these emotions, these situations that are unresolved. And so to avoid, especially us believers, we're like, you're lucky I'm saved.
Yeah, that's how I go back.
Yeah.
I know you, yeah.
Exactly. So what do? We tend to internalize it. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I'm going to tell you something, but
Yeah.
you're like, no, Jesus.
But we're pushing it down.
Exactly,
We're pushing it down. We're pushing it down.
And
yeah.
what we're doing
Harpering,
is that we're
yeah.
not releasing these emotions.
Right.
We're not releasing them in a healthy way. And so just because we're not expressing them outwardly doesn't mean that they've gone away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And so my body was telling me, hello, you got some things that you're not dealing with.
And that is really key with that, because it's going to come out. You know, what you put in, and number one, of course, food. So it comes out in your skin and your hair, but your emotions, what's inside. So again, yes, all of that, you're internalizing all of that. You wonder why this is breaking out, why my hair falling out, why my back hurting, why.
Oh, yeah.
So really that's real. And again, I'm not, her husband's the doctor. I'm not the doctor, but I know that.
But he's noticed the difference too, because Lord, like, okay, so I could be a bit much, but imagine being under the same roof with me. And he's a very alpha.
Yeah, I got to know
man.
Jen. Yeah,
he's just retired, but he retired as a colonel in the military.
So
he's not used to dealing with somebody that's as strong-willed or strong-headed as I am.
Right.
And so just imagine both of us under the same roof. And I will tell you this: he has thanked God for Young Living.
He
so
supported
much.
the show, y'all.
He's very supportive.
I guess he said, he supported it.
This oil, this juniper oil. So she ended up, she gave it to me. She goes, "Oh, you can have the rest of the bottle." I said,
Okay.
"Well, thank God." So I was using it, and
night you put it on.
I put it on, and the next day I didn't have the doggone cramp, and I was like, "Okay."
What did you think when
and
you
still,
woke
even then, I didn't give it the credit. I was like, "Nah, that could have just been a coincidence," because you're not gonna fool me.
Right.
You're not gonna. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna test it. Look, sometimes God probably be wore out with the way I ask questions. So.
Oh my God, you gotta love it.
So I was there for the whole week, and the entire time I used it, did not have that cramp in my liver.
Oh my God!
I extended my trip, went to Houston for a week, and that was when I had came over here.
Yes.
So when I was in Houston, I literally one day, I was on the go, and I had eaten something that was very cheesy.
Okay.
And that's the other thing, stuff that's really fatty like that does not help. And I forgot to put my oil on.
Oh wow!
And the next morning.
Hello, pain.
And I said, you know what?
Were you reaching for it? Like, wait a minute, where's the juniper?
And so people gonna say, oh, well, you know what? Well, that's simple. Fix it with diet and exercise, and and
that's important. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So we want to say
but
that
how
diet and
Jen
exercise is
Wakefield
important.
Operates is I have to feel good first to make those changes.
Right.
And so if I'm feeling tired, if I'm feeling
sluggish, funky, kind of
just emotional, I'm not gonna get up and make those changes. But since then, since when I realized, oh my goodness, this thing actually does work, I'm not going to be counterproductive.
Okay.
So I have changed my eating habits, and nothing's going to happen overnight. I didn't put on this weight overnight, so it's not going to come off overnight.
Right, exactly.
I didn't get all these emotions overnight. They're not going to go away overnight. There's going to be just like the slogan says, one drop at a time. Okay, so you got to deal with things one thing at a time. And the reason I had taken the initial trip was, and I'm just going to be very open here, and vulnerable. I'm even actually wearing the necklace referencing this, but I am actually a child of a parent who committed suicide.
Okay, right.
And many people, unless you're in that, you may have had a relative, and it's not to knock anybody else down.
Absolutely.
But when you are a child of a biological parent that has committed suicide, oddly enough, you have it in your mind now that that's an option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for somebody like me, you're thinking, what? You
And
know,
how
don't
old were
think
you,
like
Jen?
that.
How old were you?
I was 12 years old
12
when
years
that took
old.
place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so, family is like, oh, don't think like that. You shouldn't. But the thing is there.
It's there.
It's there.
Something as traumatic is there. Yeah.
And I was getting so bogged down that my husband was on the verge of, look, I'm going to commit you.
Yeah.
Like, something's got to change.
Because at that time, 12 years old, did you ever go through any type of counseling, any
None.
type of... Right.
None.
So just right there, what we were just talking about. So something as horrific, as painful, I can't even imagine all the emotions that you have touched. Anger, emotion, I could imagine, I would imagine suicidal thoughts. I could just imagine and never deal with it.
And the other thing too, coming from a Hispanic culture, every culture has different things, but growing up in a Hispanic culture, mental wellness, emotional wellness is not something that's is brought to the forefront, because
that's why
taught,
she my sister from
don't
another
cry.
mister, the African American community,
right.
either.
Exactly.
So trust me, yeah.
Exactly. We just got dropped off in a different spot,
We're talking about that, yeah.
So it's always, well, don't cry, be strong, be strong, right? You grow up with these things, and it's like, so here you are trying to be strong, and so you don't cry. So
crying on the inside, hurting on the inside.
Exactly. And so now your body, here I am gonna almost be 40. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna be open about that. Almost 40.
You better, I'm 50. You better say that. We free.
And here you are as an adult finally learning that it's okay to cry.
It's okay to cry.
It's okay. You you have to be intentional about it.
Yeah.
And so what happened to me that week in Dacia's home, when I say the Young Living catalog, literally her house is amazing.
Yeah.
I got back to who Jen was.
Doing this, it was like a
a
renewal of your mind, a
like
transformation, a healing. Yeah,
and she
detox.
Said, well, Jen, think about it. She said, you've been using my shampoo. I travel with stuff, but it's nice to be able to use somebody else's stuff, right? And so you've been using my shampoo. There aren't any harsh chemicals in there.
When you
wash your hands, yes. When you're washing your hands, you're not putting harsh chemicals on your hands. And I'm thinking, what difference does this make? It's not like I'm eating, I'm not eating something greasy. She said, well, your skin is the largest organ in your body. And whatever you touch gets absorbed into your system and is attached to the cells in your body. Well, essential oils work on a cellular level.
Okay.
So it's got to get through all that gunk to start working. So when she put that diffuser on at night, I slept. Your body needs rest to be able to do and to function the way it was designed to function.
Yes.
And then she was giving
and then you're drinking the
and it was an antioxidant. It was cleaning, and it was just cleaning my system out. But at the same time, it wasn't playing catch up. It wasn't playing, let me keep up with what she's putting in, because I was literally surrounded with nothing but it was a clean home.
Yeah.
Clean home. She has diffusers everywhere. She has diffusers in the living room, the dining room, the entryway, the bathroom, everywhere. I'm surprised she doesn't have one in the attic. Like, seriously.
I know in the car.
I have one in my car. I have one in my truck.
Y'all got a funny story about the car, but I'm not going to do it. A funny story about that.
Keep it on Jesus. Keep it on Jesus.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go there. Funny story. So, Jen, at this point, you wake up no pain, and you're realizing, like, wait a minute, this epiphany, this light bulb goes off. So is that when you said, wait a minute, I want to take this and help somebody else? When did it become, because I hate to say business, but it became a ministry for you, because you were like asking me different questions. What about this? What about that? And as you say, when you're talking to people, I think it's just your nature automatically, just knowing who you are, the compassion that you have, just generally for people. And you're such a giver and wanting to help. So it just really kind of goes, it fits you really good. But so when did you realize this is what I want to do? Because if anybody is interested, Jen's going to give the information, and I'm sure it's probably somewhere on the commercials, but of how you can get in contact with her if you want to become a wellness advocate, if you want to step into this
business. It'll be scrolling on the bottom of the screen as well.
Thank you, Kelly. See, I love Kelly's going to be scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I love it. So if you want to get in contact with Jen, listen, maybe you just want to order some. Yeah, there's so many products here. She's in town. Listen, she's in town. So if you have questions, we can get in touch with her. If you want to be a part, get on her team. I believe that this is a wonderful way to minister to others. So that's when you realize this is ministry.
Before the week was up, before I left her house, I signed up.
Really?
I signed up because, when God's he's gonna direct your path.
Yeah.
And to me, that was a divine intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. God said, look, enough's enough. I need you to be the daughter that I created you to be.
Yeah.
And there's people that I've assigned to you that you're not going to reach if you're at home in your room, not getting up.
Yeah, correct.
Because they're not going to come knocking the door and say, hey, listen, the Lord told me to come here and get you out of bed.
Right.
And you're supposed to be ministering to me because I need Jesus. No, it's not going to happen that way.
Right. Correct.
You have to put some work into it. And so I got back to who I was. And it literally just invigorated. It renewed me. I felt revitalized.
Yeah.
And it was just okay.
You told me, and when she told me, she said it saved my life. I'm like, so that's how this conversation, I know we were on the phone. I know you came over to the house when last time you were in town and we just started talking. And literally I was like, okay, she needs to come on the show because of the passion. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. The passion that you had telling me about this. I'm thinking, okay, not just me. I know you're telling me because I'm your sister, but no, people need to know about this. So again, I am excited. My kids are already like, okay, mom, get this, get that. We want that. we got allergies. We probably have just like she said, a walking to. But wouldn't that be beautiful? A clean home. Yes. And I talk about the thieves line because there's so many extensions to this. I had another meeting last night, and when I come back in my living room later, like Jen had left, and she has this nice little setup thieves sitting on my countertop. I'm like, what is thieves? So tell me about that because that's a whole nother extension. Like
it's just another product.
Another product. Okay.
Yes, it's all under Young Living.
Okay.
It's no different than, if you're shopping down the aisles and you're like, okay, I'm going to go down in the HBA, the health and beauty aid aisle. Okay. Or I'm going to go down to the cleaning aisle or the laundry area. It's no different except we have it all online.
Well, I love it because you said something about just with the times that we're living in. And I want to be politically correct when I say it, but just even to fight off. What's the way to say it?
So I'll tell you how we even, you're thinking
tell me
thieves,
how to say
like
it.
that's, that's kind of a very unusual name for a product, you know? So back when the plague, the Black Plague was going around, and bodies was dropping, there were grave robbers, taking jewelry, and all that, but they didn't want to catch the plague. And what they did is that they created a combination of oils and they doused themselves with it. That was crazy. And they was robbing people.
Oh my God.
And they didn't get it.
Oh wow.
And they didn't get it. And so that's where the name comes from. It's thieves. So that oil blend is in our essential oils. And then I have the hand sanitizer on there. It's the Thieves line, and it's actually also infused with peppermint. And I know you love peppermint.
And I will say this because I laugh. I have my purse over here, and I have my lotion in and my hand sanitizer. Now it goes hand in hand because I found my hands were getting dry. Yes. Jen comes in this morning and she's setting everything up, and she puts the Thieves hand sanitizer down. And I'm like, And she said it's waterless. And I'm like, okay. So, of course, she explained it. She's like, and your hands won't get as dry. I put this on about literally, I don't know what. We've been here about an hour now. My hands are so smooth. Yeah. I literally, when I put my regular, and I'm not trying to put anybody's product down. I'm just saying what I have seen. My hands are so smooth right now. Yeah. I haven't had to douse it with lotion because of the ashiness or the dryness. Exactly. But I like what you said, too, about the thieves. Even as far as fighting colds or things like that. Like, is that good as far as?
It's an immune support. It boosts your immune system.
I love immune booster.
It's a immune support.
That's good to have around this time.
Yes, absolutely. And especially, even back to school, you have boogery kids and everybody touching this and high-fiving and I'm sorry, it is what it is. I'm just being real. I'm just, just keeping it as real as possible. Away. And so you're like, don't touch me. Don't touch me here. Let me spray all your down. So these also make great gifts for teachers too. Yeah. Hand sanitizer, kids in there. And, and our world has changed so much, especially with how school's being done. So these are great products.
But I guess, like you said, even still, just I think it's wonderful, an immune booster or to have that diffuser going on with so much. Okay, again, we walked in working with our masks, people. Y'all know what I'm saying? We're hand sanitizer 6 feet away. This is not a cure, but I'm just saying I think that's wonderful too, to make sure that the air is clean. You got something going that's helping your immune system. That's wonderful.
A little trick I also do as well with that same trio that's in front of the diffuser is I have a little glass bottle, an amber glass bottle, because you want to keep your oils protected from the sun, right? And I put distilled water in there and I mix those 3 oils.
Okay.
And when I have to go in and out of elevators, I spray. I spray everywhere. Look,
right.
I just,
that's true.
You know, because I'm going to touch the surface. When
right.
there's times that we do go out and eat and still you want to take these precautions. It's your responsibility to, be responsible for what you're doing. And so I want to do my part. And so I spray down, and I know they do a great job. I'm sure things are probably more clean now than they've ever been.
Yep.
But still, it provides that comfort to where I know I'm going to sit down and I'm going to spray my table. I'm going to spray, the door handles and stuff like that, and so that's what I like to do. And when I get in my truck, I spray my steering wheel and, I have a diffuser in the truck.
You heard that, honey? We're going to get some because my husband puts that sanitizer on and we put that steering wheel like, don't do that with the sanitizer. I think I want something different.
Don't dry out your steering wheel.
But look, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. Jen is going to tell you if you want to order something, how to follow her. I know it's scrolling on the bottom of the screen, but I still want her to kind of give you that information. Don't forget, the Fort Caller wins on today. We're going to give you that raffle ticket so that you can possibly be the winner to the next big event that you can host in the NOLA Skyline Event Center. That drawing is going to be on MLK Day, so I'm excited about that. So you can reach out to me or you can drop by the office here. We're at 10,001 Lake Forest Boulevard. The main office is on the 2nd floor. You can purchase a ticket 1 for $5 or 3 for $10. Again, have your next big event here at the NOLA Skyline. It is absolutely beautiful. And the Fort Caller wins. So listen, I'm going to tell you something that I'm doing called a shout out. We're going to do that right after the break. But go ahead, tell somebody that Rose Table Talk is happening right now. And we're going to be right back with my friend Jim at Rose Table Talk. We'll be right back.
Do you want a new start in your health? I am ready to help you change your life one drop at a time. Wellness advocate Jen Wakefield of Young Living Essential Oils will show you how. Connect with her on IG at Purely Jen Wakefield or text at 504-559-6405. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family practice in Northwest Indiana. With our holistic approach, we offer telemedicine, direct primary care, and concierge care services to our underserved communities. Christian Clinic is currently accepting new patients. This show has been sponsored by Christian Clinic Ministry. Christian Clinic is an independent, faith-based rural family.
And we are back here at the table on Rose Table Talk. Welcome back, everybody. I have just been enjoying myself on this morning talking with my friend Jen. She is a wellness advocate with Young Living. Is it Young Living Incorporated or just Young Living?
Young Living Essential Oils.
Young Living Essential Oils. And she has been educating, schooling just about this whole information on oils, of how it came about, how do you get it. So I have truly learned some information. So I want her to tell us how we can be involved. But first I want to tell you guys about something that I'm doing on Rose Table Talk, and I'm calling it my spotlight shout out. So if you have a clothing line, maybe there's a business, maybe there's a book, maybe there's a product, listen, I would love to tell somebody how to reach you. So today the spotlight shout out goes to Dee Marie. She is an author and her book is Finally Me, Walking in Perseverance. So listen, I want you to visit her website at finallymeLLC.com. A beautiful book. When I saw the cover, I loved it because it was a little bitty diamond there, and I believe there's a diamond in all of us. So that's my shout out today, G. Marie. I hope that you have some hits from that, and hopefully one day you'll be able to sit at the table on Rose Table Talk and we can dig into that book. But listen, Jen's here and she's going to tell us again, if you want, maybe you're that mom that's at home and you're looking for a business, maybe is allowed and afforded Jen an opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom. It could be a very lucrative business, but even not for the business aspect, if you just want to live better. I love the name of the business, Young Living. So how does somebody get in touch with you, Jen? What's the best way? And even starter kits, what do you recommend for somebody that's kind of on the fence? What would you say to them, and how would they get in touch with you?
So I'm pretty old school, and I know we have a lot of technology with social media, but I'm going to tell you, I have no problem reaching out to me directly on my cell phone.
Okay.
Because I like to talk to people. For me, it's about relationship.
Yeah.
And if I can't, you might hear of something, but if I can actually help you change your life, I want it to be personal.
Okay.
And so you can reach me on my cell phone. It's still a 504 number. I got to keep
She's a 504 girl.
Yes. True at heart. So it's 504-559-6405. I did branch out into Instagram. So you guys can follow me at Purely Jen Wakefield on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well as Jen Wakefield, but that's more
personal,
family. And you can come on there. If you, I just don't want any, creepy, so
she will block you.
I have no problem blocking folks. So just know that. And so that's really the best way. You can, I have an email address and that's jwakefield2@outlook.com. But the best way, again, is my cell phone, because I don't really have issues with anybody reaching out, via text or phone call. It's not a big deal. Now you can either purchase through retail, you can do wholesale. And so like how I did for the first bit of it, I was like, look, I don't want to deal with all that. There were so many changes in my life. I just didn't want to take on, a business venture. And really, the other reason why I chose to do the business venture is it was very simple. Okay. You use the products, you love the products, and you share.
That was it. Yeah.
And that is all that it takes. I teach you how to just build a link. Well, all you gotta do is just text it to somebody. Say, here you go, and then people sign up under you.
So part of it, even with the social distancing, you could do this from home. That's why it could be a stay-at-home business.
And let me tell you what was really the nail in the coffin for me. Okay. Where you start things off and you're like, what have I
get myself into?
Yeah, like oh my word, like what is this? Like oh, here we go. I was getting up and I was putting on a shirt because I was going to be doing a video and kind of talking about one of the products. Yeah. And my daughter, she popped up out of the bed and she said, Mama, where are you going? And I said, Mama's going to work, honey. Right. Which is really right there in the little Florida room in the house. And she says, okay. And she went right back to sleep. Oh, wow. And that, to me, I was like, my child has that peace of mind to know that, and again, every mom is different. But for me, that was one of my biggest struggles because I've always been a career woman. I've always been, I've always loved to make a difference. Even in my previous career choice, it was always trying to make a difference. And so to be able to do that in the comfort of my own home. She's not with us today mainly because of the weather. Over there was snowing and sleet, and I didn't want to take
that on the risk of home
But
road.
Usually where I'm at, my baby girl's with me.
Everywhere, y'all.
Everywhere. I don't look. I do not go anywhere without her. Right. So otherwise, she'd be up in here with us, on the microphone.
Yes, that's right.
And trust and believe, she knows how to use oils. She knows how to use them. Right. She has her little diffuser. And so, I jumped in and did the business venture. You would be on my team. I would guide you. I can create a team here in the New Orleans area. I have a few people that have signed up and have joined the team. And so I'm excited to meet with them after the show to kind of, I've got my kids, so we're going to go through the kids. I'm very personal with people. I don't keep, I invite people to my home, which is another thing that, it was new to me. I'm very tight knit and I don't like people in my business, like my personal business. Right. And so that's kind of helped me come out of that. But you know what? It's been a ministry.
It's a ministry. Yeah, it is a ministry.
And so now you can go on the other end and just say like how I did the first couple years. I just, just give me the one thing and that's all I need. Yeah. You
Right.
know, and so I'm not here to dictate to you which path you want to go. I'm
Right.
here to help you walk down the path that you choose to walk down.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can go to youngliving.com.
Okay.
And my particular number to support me, the number is 2625. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
6810. Now, if you text me, I can easily text you my link back for you to sign up, and then you can pick your start. We have multiple starter kits. Some people say, look, I don't need all that. Or you might be a mom and you said, I don't need all those oils, or I'm familiar with oils.
So it's different levels, because I don't want anybody to get intimidated, because is this like one of the top ones
this
right
is our
here?
premium starter kit. It's actually right in between.
Right.
It's right
so
in
they're
between.
levels. So it's we don't want, so you all got to go visit the website, but it's affordable. And so again, if they give this number, it attaches to you.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
so that's 2625-6810.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So if somebody just today, if they're looking, I love the shot, if you guys can see that, of all of the wonderful items that Jen has. The diffuser's going. She has the Thieves hand sanitizer. I don't know if Kelly, you could show where the other little oils that we have. Beautiful. So I mean, she has an array of everything.
Yes.
And I did want to say Ninja, but it's not Ninja, y'all.
It's actually Ningxia. So all of this that you see here comes in this beautiful box. This is your premium starter kit, and it comes with 12 essential oils. You also have the roller fitments, which sometimes you might just want to roll them directly. Remember I said, I'm going to make you a roller?
Yeah.
You're like, a roller, Jen?
roller?
What is
What
a
is
roller?
that?
She thought
Yeah.
hair curlers.
I was like, what is a roller? Roller.
And so you can just pop those on the oils and roll them directly onto you. And it comes with samples of Ningxia Red, the diffuser, and you have an information packet as well.
And
It's
that's
a
the
booklet,
premium.
and it lets you know how you get started.
Yeah.
What oils for, what's the best use for each
I was just
oil.
getting ready to say that, because you left. Is this something like what you left?
This.
It was,
It's a little bit there. It's a little bit more in depth.
something
This
you
is
left
just a
at
quick
home.
little. Yeah,
And
that brochure.
because I was
is
asking her, how do you know what to do with what? Because I mean, she's an expert. She was spitting it off. I didn't know, but we were at the house, and she's like, "Give me a hand," and so. It was me, my two daughters, our T. Gwenny. We were all there, so it was kind of funny. So T. Gwen was asleep, but anyway, she put it on her hands, and she told me to cuff my hands together, make a tent, and sniff in. It was a peppermint, right?
It was one drop. Of
One
peppermint.
drop. I'm telling you, my insides are still open right now today. I sniffed it, and I was like, "Ooh." I felt like it was coming through my eyes, my nose, but I mean, it just opened everything. That was just with one sniff. So it was we were like low key getting high on peppermint last night, but it opened us up. But I mean, really just with one drop, the intensity of it, I'm like, man, I am so clear right now. It literally opened.
So it wasn't that I just randomly gave her peppermint. It was,
like
as we were
peppermint.
talking,
Yeah, that's true.
she was saying, I just don't. I don't really have a good sense of smell.
I didn't know what was going on last night. I was
And
binding the devil like
just
wait a minute.
FYI, she's negative on Corona.
I'm
I'm just letting you know right
I was
now.
Like, what kind of smell? I was like, wait a minute. I said, because I can smell anything. So I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Hold
So
on.
yeah.
We're gonna take care of this real quick. Let's open up.
Yeah, so she opened up the strongest one for me. But I am just with that. I'm a witness to it, y'all. And I'm telling you can check my page later. I'm going to post. I'm telling you, Olivia is asleep right now with that diffuser. I was going to put it in my bedroom, but I said, you know what? You can have it. So I'm going to see how she did when she wakes up. So I just think it's a wonderful product, Jennifer. I really, really do. Because I was kind of, I guess years ago, when you just see people with oils and burning stuff, you're like you said, what in the voodoo? Get away. I don't.
It's a mindset.
But it really is. It's a mindset.
You can make an idol out of anything.
Yeah.
You really can.
Yes,
and you can
correct.
turn anything that the Lord made, and you can try to make it bad.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Nothing belongs to the enemy.
Nothing. Can you say that again?
Nothing. Do you want me to tell you in Spanish? Nada.
Hello.
Nada.
Nothing belongs to the enemy. So, I hope you all were educated. If you all were even on the fence about some things I didn't even know, like I was really foreign to it. I didn't know a lot about essential oils. But again, you can use it however you like. I'm not saying get off your medicine today or tomorrow. However, I think it's a pathway for you if you'd like to choose that. And there's so many different options. There's so many different varieties. Again, we're sitting here with just a few of the items as far as the oils, but the hand sanitizer, the shampoo, you have the things you can wash your clothes, and all the supplements. And even, again, just with the Ningxia, is pronounced
Ningxia.
Ningxia.
Yes.
I'm going to get it, y'all. I'm not going to keep saying ninja. The Ningxia. I drank some last night, I'm telling you. So I just think it's a variety of different things. If you want to live well and live better in 2021, and I just thought it was so key, because I don't even want to say it's not a resolution. Jennifer and I were like on the phone saying, we are not going to say resolution. It's not a resolution, but just, if you want to be renewed, and the scripture does say, that we have to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. Right. And I know for me, I am not one that want to be popping pills or rubbing this on and doing that, because there are chemicals. There are things that you said that it goes right directly into your skin. So if there was a healthier option, why not consider that?
You just reminded me, I'll briefly touch on this when you said you were smelled and you open up your senses and you can smell. So one of the reasons, that was another way through diffusion, but inhalation. So what it is that when you smell something like, oh, it smells like my mama's cooking, and it brings you back, and that sweet potato pie and all these things. Well, what it is that our emotions are linked to scent. And so when you're smelling like the peppermint opens up, it's attached to your emotions. So it goes directly, your sense of smell is connected directly to the limbic area of your brain, which is where your emotions are. So
I love it.
When, like, for right now, like you see, I've got
I
this
was
thing
just
on my
getting
neck.
ready, man, that's what I'm telling you, we're connected. I was just getting ready to say, tell everybody, yes, Jen.
So I bought this little piece off of Amazon, and it's basically a necklace diffuser. And inside, you can open up like a locket. It has a little cotton pad on here. I'm going to
use mine starting to
and I dropped a couple drops of stress away. And so I just...
And you can all throughout the day, So if you know it's going to be a stressful day,
and that helps with, it's good with, as far as like helping with kind of regulate, I don't want to say regulate blood pressure, but think about it. When you stress, what's the first thing that goes to the roof?
Exactly. The pressure.
Your blood pressure.
And it calms you down.
Calms me down.
So which one did you, the stress away?
This one is stress away.
So could I use the peace and calm? Or no?
You want to go to sleep, girl?
Okay, that put me to sleep. Okay, so
going to put you to sleep. So stress away, I use it because I'm not trying to fall asleep at the wheel.
Okay. I love it.
Peace and calm is for nighttime. Do not use peace and calm when you're about to hit the road.
Don't be like Elder Roz. Don't do that. I like that.
But stress away also comes in the premium starter kit as well.
Okay, so listen, you guys. I hope that you all reach out. Jen is here for a few days, but if not, listen, she is accessible. She's all over. She'll put a cap on, get Jasmine in the back seat, hit on the road, and I just love her so dearly. Just even coming on the show, and she just thought so special enough to just get into the car. I was so nervous because of the snowstorm, but I thank God for his traveling grace, and she made it here just to be here in person on Rose Table Talk. So that means a lot, because it's special to be here at the table, because this is ministry for me too. And again, I want to make sure that if you all have not picked up a copy of the book, I'm going to go ahead and just do this because Jen is she's on my team too, so we support one another. I really want you to pick up a copy of the book. We're here because of something that was birthed in me years ago, and this book called My Story, My Testimony, My Deliverance, it definitely is for that young adult. If you're trying to find your way, you've been rejected or hurt, it's a true story and based on my life of what I've gone through, but I'm so grateful for the love of God, his healing and his deliverance, and what he has brought me through. God has healed me of 5 STDs, and so that's in the book. So I really want you to get that book, to read it, let it minister to you, and from that, God has just opened all of this up. So now I get to share my story and share the platform that God has given to me with others. So so Jen, I'm so excited. So again, listen, we're wrapping up. We always close out with prayer on today, and Jen didn't know I was going to ask this, but since her husband opened us up, she is a wonderful woman of God, loves the Lord. Again, this is my sister in Christ, so I'm going to ask her to close out today on prayer, because we always just close out as you're going throughout your day, that you would have a productive week, a productive day. So Jen, if you would you close us out for the very first show of 2020 at Rose Table Talk?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Heavenly Father, Lord, just thank you. We're so gracious to be here today, Lord. Just thank you for my sister Roz, the beautiful heart that you have given her, Lord. Thank you for just using this broadcast to reach the multitudes that are looking for that change, that need to get back to functioning to the perfection that you created them to function, Lord. Thank you for the technology that you have provided so that it can reach many folks, Lord. Thank you for just the young and the seasoned people that are just listening in, Lord. Just continue to reach each and every person through this ministry, Lord. Thank you for the abundance and the path that you have chosen for us today, Lord. Continue just to work in our lives so that we can just be a true reflection of who you are, so that what we do conveys you, Lord. We ask you all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. You all have a wonderful day, a beautiful week. Listen, make sure that you get your tickets. We're going to have a live show on MLK Day, and I hope that you are one of the lucky winners that you got it through me. I'm excited. It's going to be a wonderful show. So thank you so much again, DJ Kelly Fresh. Family, go ahead and have a great week, and we'll see you in 2 weeks back on Rose Table Talk. Bye-bye.